Good evening, Yarnies, Dirty Hookers, and Fiber Fiends. How is everybody? I was a little late today, little bit late, but I'm here. I'm setting things up. It's all a little chaos. But what else is new? Let me move this here. Just a curious brain cell gut first. How are you? Welcome in. Cat fact: cats have about 130,000 hairs per square inch. I did not know that. I am not a cat. I am not a cat. Dog fact: the Labrador is so popular in 2006, there are approximately 3 to 5 times more Labs than there were German Shepherds or Golden Retrievers. Huh. Oh, cat pick. Yes, I did learn that some new some things about Seribot. Let's see what the cat pick is. That's a cool cat. Is wearing sunglasses. Everybody can click on that if they want. All right. So we're gonna kind of chill tonight. It's gonna be kind of a little bit on the chill side, if we can do that. Let me resize. We're gonna do a little bit of fiber prep, mainly sorting Schnibbles. If we get that done, maybe we can work on some of the fiber prep, and then at some point, Acid Messiah TV, who used to be Edge of Human, will guest star on here, and we're going to do a little more review and maybe some other stitches of crochet. Because I did, when was it? Well over a month ago, I was teaching them how to crochet, and they were kind of getting the hang of it. So we're going to continue with that. All right, let's bring this up. Oh, I didn't even... That's not even the right thing. That's not the right thing. Collab topic, collab streamer name. I am not prepared. I am not prepared. Hold on a second. I have it as my default. Can I get that? Am I going to be able to get that all into one? Probably not. It's probably going to look like crap. Unlock the thing. Oh, no, my music is not even cooperating with me. It's on repeat. Bear with me. Bear with me. Oh, I don't even have my monitor camera up. We are. Let's move that up. Let's move that up. You can't see what I'm moving up because it's not an active thing at the moment. Okay, let's lock those. All right, I think we're good. Doing well, working on blanket, nearly lap size. Nice, nice. Forgot I was going to message it in Discord, but EduHuman's thing needs to be updated because it still says EduHuman went live. Oh, okay. Yes, I can let him know. I'll send it to them in a DM on Discord, maybe after we're done streaming. Hey, Private Zik, welcome in. How are you? Let me get everything together of what I'm going to be attempting to start. I don't know how much we're going to get done. Tonight is mostly going to be sorting. Yes, you see this mess? You see this mess? Oh, there's more. There's more. Never fail. There's never fear. There is more. Okay, those are my cottons. I don't want no, I don't know what that is. Gotta have this close at hand. You know what? We're only gonna do the one bag right now. Okay. Think we're good. Think we're good. I gotta get my move my bowl. Let's move the bowl. Let's move the thing and the thing. What's up, Private Zik Zik? I need to go over here. All I'm doing start. Let's put this mess away. Let's put this mess in a bag for now. Put it into some smaller, manageable piles. I don't want to. I don't want to end up breaking my bowl even more. Don't you want to sort all my needles too? Actually, you know what? I would love that. I would love that. I would love that. Um, Speaking of kind of sorting, I believe I've underestimated your schnibbles. Oh yeah, that's not even all of it. That's okay. Well, these are already been sorted. These are my sorted ones. These have not been sorted. I've got all of these, and I've got all of these. And these are only from things I've done on stream. Well, no, I take that back. There might be a few things I did off stream, but this is mostly stream stuff. Um, Let me get this hook and hang it on this hook. But no, organizing, I love organizing things. Maybe I'm a little OCD, or I don't know what you want to call it, but I do like organizing. Where are my purples? I need my purples. There's got to be a plastic bag in here. Okay, it's not in this one. But I took them all out. Maybe I don't have a bag of purples. One moment. Whites, blacks, blues, browns, yellows, oranges. Oh, here's the purples. So I got, and these bags are, some of them are actually yellow and pink, but in it, my whites, my blacks, my browns, purples, blues, greens, yellow, oranges, pinks, reds. So this might be kind of boring to watch, but it needs to be done. And if I don't do it here on stream, I probably won't ever do it. So I'm just separating colors. But you said organizing your needles. I love doing all of that type of thing. Another thing that and I've mentioned this a lot on stream, I love untangling knots in yarn. Yes, I really love doing it. It can be frustrating at times for me, but I still enjoy it. And I try not to get to the point where I have to cut anything. I try to really undo the knot. And most of the times I'm successful. And I don't know how well this is going to work. And if personally I'm easily entertained, so I won't be bored. I don't have it active. Do I have it active? Oh, it might automatically do it because yeah, it's not a command for a Nightbot. It might automatically. So when my Ko-fi comes up, Ko-fi, I only have very little on there. I do have a thing for commission doilies, user or buyer's choice. Um, we can that could be discussed if anybody would like to commission me to make one. I need to put some other stuff on there, and I did put something on there um, early this morning. I don't have the link for my Ko-fi. I don't remember what it is. Anyway, when it comes up, um, I might be able to adjust the pricing and everything, but I've put on there, and this is something people actually do. A lot of them do it for free, and yes, if you want to use that, that's fine. There's a Ravelry group, and I think it's only US based. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. Where you can send these people, these volunteers, your tangled up yarn knots. They will untangle it, cake it up, and send it back to you. Well, I wouldn't mind doing that. So, have to look into all of that. I don't think I'm going to get any takers right away. I need to do a little more research. So that might be something I will offer. I know, I'm weird. I'm very weird. Had absolute yarn disaster earlier, half of Vixen's stream. I sat with knots, but now I continue knitting. Maybe I'll save the needle sorting to stream. See, you got knots. Yep. I've done that before. I haven't really been in streams doing untangling knots, but I know I've watched a lot of YouTube while I'm unknotting everything. So I'm separating all of this. So then I could take these and process them and do the whole yarn thing. But I want to at least have put them in color groups. So it doesn't have to be exact one shade, but anything that's a blue or a green. If I had any tangled, happily send them to you. Yes, I love doing that. Now, if it's crochet thread, I could do it. It's not my favorite because that is a pain because it's so thin and the knot's going to be real tiny. But I have done that. I mean, for myself, obviously. But, how was everyone's day going? How was everyone's day? Earlier today, we had some family members stop in for a few hours and had lunch with us. So that was fun. And they're from out of town. And Sunday, there's going to be more family members that are going to stop by. So, oh, and update. There will not be a stream of Phasmophobia this Sunday. Blue Raven had to postpone it. He's not feeling too well lately, so that is on hold. I will still stream on Sunday, probably my normal time. If I do stream earlier, it might be a Minecraft stream. I'm not certain. I don't know. I'll have to see. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, probably not, because Supreme usually streams in the afternoon. So if I'm not having to do the Minecraft stream, not having to do the Phasmophobia stream, then I will probably be in Supreme stream. Because usually I'm in her stream. Grandma used to order leftover package directly from the wool factory for very money. The first ones are messed up. It took weeks to untangle everything. Kilos of knots, but yes. It's a good exercise, hand-eye coordination, and problem solving. And again, I might be a little OCD or something. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that you could sit on the internet and watch an idiot sort yarn into piles? Okay, this variegated, well, that's not really, that part's not variegated. Some of these that are variegated, I might just cut the separate colors out. You're okay? Well, thank you. Thank you. Put the white in there. Those are too small. Anything that's like small, like this size or smaller, that's not going to work because the length of the fibers isn't long enough to actually spin and to twist up into yarn. So you don't save the really tiny, tiny pieces. And I must have slept wrong because my hand right here really hurts. I must have slept on it. And I am separating pinks from purples. Continue knitting? Yes. Go in it and have fun with that knitting. It's the most interesting idiot sewing yarn I've ever seen. I appreciate that. That might be too small. I know I should have done this while I was making the schnibbles, but not really paying attention to all of that much when I was doing it. Let me get the red. We need the yellow. So then, like I said, when I go to play around with the different colors, it'll already be there for me, so I don't have to deal with it. And there's the Kofi there. I do have it listed about the yarn entangling thing. I probably have to change up some stuff with it. I have to look into some other things also. So. All right, another bit of stuff. Okay, it's variegated. Going to bother me. Wait. Oh, there's the green. Didn't even open that one up yet. But like I said, Acid Messiah will be on at some point this evening. He's oh, you know what? Let's give him a shout out. Let's give them a shout out. Oh, click the button. So Acid Messiah used to be Edge of Human. They do a bunch of different things. They do a lot of just chatting streams. They do cooking streams. They were doing some home renovation streams. They've done some craft streams where they've painting some resin pieces at one time. Variety type streamer. And they just recently got affiliate not too long ago. But they've been showing some interest in crocheting. We're going to see if we can help them with that a little bit more than what we've already done. A lot of variegated. Lot of variegated. It's fine, but it's going to mess up my color sorting system. That's all pinks. White? Yeah, let's get the white out first. Yellow. Also, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so in a little over 2 hours, over on my Discord, we're having the movie party. We are watching Trading Places, comedy from the early 80s. Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy, Jamie Lee Curtis. So if you haven't seen it, tune in. Yes, this is Gloria Estefan coming out of the dark. Yes. It was a bit of a hit. It wasn't like one of her big hits. But it did get some radio play here in the States. Probably late 80s, early 90s. I think when this song was popular. Miami Sound Machine. Yeah, I don't know if this is when she was with Miami Sound Machine or when she was solo. I think maybe solo. It's not like Conga, who has that distinctive Miami Sound Machine sound. Oh, me too. Me too. I will have, if you hadn't noticed. If you have some variegated yarn, Schnibbles are completely different colors. You can put them together, and when you card them, you can see what ends up. Yes. Yes. Well, that's kind of what I've been, and this is not really, what I'm going to show you here is not a perfect example. It's really bad. But I wasn't doing variegated. I was blending up my own colors, and this is all a mess. This is not a really good example, but it's been all raggedy. But yeah, we could do that. That definitely could work. But I want to at least keep them kind of separated for now, and for when if I want them, then I could get them. Yeah, that was all different colors. I don't really like the color that came out. I was practicing making rolags, and that is a thing that you can, a way of prepping your fiber to get ready to spin. And that's done very commonly with like sheep's wool and alpaca and other fibers. You also have things going on that we don't hear that often. Huey Lewis and News, yes, yes. A lot of the classic, well, groups that you don't hear from anymore. Like this one. This is Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes, Up Where We Belong. You don't hear from either one of them. Are they still alive? I think Jennifer Warnes still alive. I don't know. Is Joe Cocker still alive? I'm not certain. Hey there, Five Little Pumpkins. How are you? Welcome in. We're sorting Schnibbles at the moment. Um, yeah, what Joe Cocker died? Yeah, I think he. I remember hearing him dying a few years ago. You're tired but good. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night. I did not get much sleep at all. He died a few years ago. Welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream? How was your stream? Acid Messiah. I want to call you Edge Human. We just gave you a shout out literally like a couple minutes ago. How was your stream? What were you doing? Welcome in, and I knew you were rating because we chatted with this before. Welcome in, Spooky Xing Loopy. Hey there, girl, crossing afraid. Welcome in, welcome in. I am the Crafty Cub. I am a fiber artist, usually crochet. We do other stuff also, but mainly crochet. Right now, what you are catching me doing is I am sitting here sorting schnibbles, and you ask yourself, what the hell is a schnibble? This is a schnibble. A schnibble is a bit of leftover yarn that's not really long enough and good to do anything with. Most times you would throw this away, use this as stuffing, other types of um, things. But what I am doing, what I will be doing with this, I'm sorting colors right now so I can prep it to eventually turn it into newer yarn. Call me Loopy. Let's set you. Set me up in the background. Okay, yeah, that's fine. If you need to lurk. Had a busy day. Kid at the doctor. One home. Came in from camp. One needing his scout uniform picked up. Oh, wow. Wow, yeah, that is a busy day. Insert Acid Messiah message here. I didn't forget to copy it or something. Welcome in, Spy Guy. 10 minutes, and then we can do the thing. Okay, yes. Acid Messiah will be a guest here on my stream. And we're going to. Oh, I'm sorting these in the wrong piles. And I'm going to help him with some crochet. Setup, sorry. I love how your stream. Oh, my stream setup. Oh, thank you. This is very bare bones. I don't have any fancy overlays, anything that's all coordinated. I kind of piecemealed it all together myself, and I'm still moving things around at all times. Things keep moving and changing. So I kind of been learning things on the fly when I started streaming months ago. Well, been streaming since December of 2022. But it's coming along. It's with streaming, it's an ever changing thing. You're always changing things, evolving, adding things, taking things away. But yes. And again, welcome in. It is a little bit of chaos here at times. And we have a good time. We have a good time. And I don't know if setup is fun, but channel points are funner. Funner. Yeah, Spy Guy. That's a word. And I've been changing those around. I still have more things to change with those. I can't dance. It's a funner thing. Hey there, Supreme. We have a good time. Speak for yourself. Okay. You as I don't it doesn't matter if you have a good time or not here as long as you're here. Give me those views. Um my duck bill is it needs a bill reduction. Its bill needs to be reduced. Um oh, I didn't even set my timer. Um I have a good time. Yeah, grooving just fine. If you say so. Let's see. Everybody's just saying hi to everybody. Where's my cursor? Hey there, Yadarika, or stiffened. Yes, it needs something. It needs something. I need to work on it. Oh, I don't have a. That's what I need to do. I need to make myself a duck emote. Put it on the list. Howdy, I mean quack. Yes. Quack. Quack. Oh, I can close this tab. Can do some tab mergence that we don't need. Don't need all that open. Alrighty here. Kids moved my knitting project. They actually got off the needles. Oh, no, 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 no. Yadarika, I'm not, I'm just suggesting. Do you have like a tote bag or something that you can keep your knitting in? So the cat, the kids, the husband, you yourself don't actually unravel everything. uh, Restarted your Amy from last night. Oh, it wasn't a tote bag. Oh, okay. I don't know what to tell you then. I don't know what to tell you. Um, but yes, if you're new here and you're wondering why I'm wearing a duck hat, it's what we do. It's what we do. Tranquilize your guns. You can have a moment's peace. I don't know if I'm going to condone that. Follow, but you got to go for a bit. Okay, we will be here. We'll be here for at at most 2 hours because at 9 o'clock we are having a movie party over on my Discord. And but yes, thank you for the follow. And if you need to lurk, go and do all of that. And I got to remember something. Wait a minute. How do I do this? Oh, let me get the thing. Let me get the thing ready. I got to get this all set up. No? Oh, okay. Hey there, Upcycly. How are you? Hey, Ship. How's it going, Ship? How are you feeling? Exhausted? Well, yeah, I mean, you're just feeling better. Now you're back to work, so that's always an exhausting thing. Now you can come in here and get exhausted just by watching this weirdo. Shipped it. Yes. Ship had mentioned that to me. Hold on 1 second, everybody. I'm gonna turn my my music down. Alrighty. Hold on a second. Acid. Okay, say something. Wait, I'm gonna turn my music off. Say something, Acid. Okay, it's a little quiet. Hold on. I gotta get my levels. Try. Say something again. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay. Are you ready? Okay. I'm gonna bring you on. Give me once I bring you on, I gotta clean up my mess that I have here. So let me bring you on. And there, we got it working. We got it working. Let me move this down. Can everybody hear and see Acid? He's speaking right now. Can you hear? Okay. Private 66 said yes. All right. Give me one moment. Clean up my mess so I can go into here. Quietly? Okay, it's quiet. Say something, Acid. I've got him all the way up. So is that a lot better? It's okay. It's perfect. Ship says it's perfect, so we're gonna go with that. Not that I'm always going with what he says. All right. Where is my bag? Oh, and I gotta zip up all of these because just like food, if you don't zip them up, they'll go stale. And we can't have stale yarn. I'm joking. I want them not to fall out and make a mess. If Ship says it's perfect, we go with it. He's difficult to please. Hey there, Mama Wicey. How are you? Welcome in. Uh, Cat fact: cats hate the water because the fur does not insulate well when it's wet. The Turkish van, however, is one cat that likes swimming. Bred in Central Asia, its coat has a unique texture that makes it water resistant. I did not know that. I would make a comment, but I'm going to be. I'll make it. We are 18 plus here, so that pussy likes to be wet. Um, feeling a bit better. Slept in. Where do owls go to buy their baby clothes? At the owlet malls. Oh, God. Hamster fact, maybe one day. Okay. Let's get this all packed away. I don't know if I asked how you were, Acid. How are you doing? I'm pretty good. We had family members come in from out of town and they visited for a few hours this afternoon. We had lunch together. Uh, all right. So I might have to make your camera a little bit bigger. Let's see. There. And we're going to move that one here. That looks good. That's perfect. Don't worry about speed. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Uh, exactly, and that's kind of the point of this. What is Ship saying? Cub, isn't there a tradition where guests on your stream have to give us a speech and tell us one thing that they're thankful for? This isn't Thanksgiving dinner. I like to. I mean, if you want to, feel free. Of course, most definitely. Yep. That's what you say. I'd like to burn my testimony. I know this stream is true. I'd like to thank all my followers and sub in the name of Twitch. Amen. Mormon joke. Okay. I'm not Mormon. I'm not familiar with that, but um, you knit slow, knitter girl. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with knitting slow. It's not a race. Speed comes with years of practice. Yes, it does. Sidebar ad with Loki on it. Are you are going to be okay, Witchy? Now we have a new tradition. So, Ship makes streams more wholesome since 2023. Yeah, okay, sure, we'll go with that. Alrighty, so you know how to do the chain. And the last time that you were on, I showed you how to do the single crochet. Do you remember that? Okay, so just go ahead. Whatever, yeah, whichever one is great. I know about Mormons. That's because it's prevalent religion in your area. Shipwreck. Uh, he used to be known as Eduhuman. He's now acid underscore Messiah underscore TV. Down below, down below in the description on my, you know what I mean. On the stream, I have his name there. So all you gotta do is click on it. Acid is the new edge. Yeah, that sounds weird. Hey there, Thunder of Dragons. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. So, a basic guideline. I want to say rule of thumb, but there are no rules. Remember, I was talking about turning chains? If you remember that? Basically, a turning chain is some. It's going to give you some height to get your hook up to the height of the stitch that you're going to need. Usually, generally, if you're going to do a row of single crochets, you're gonna have a turning chain of one. Usually, what that is going to mean is we don't count the hook, the loop that's on the hook. Let me zoom in a little bit more. You able to see this blue yarn pretty good? Okay. You don't count the loop that's on the hook. The stitch, the chain that's right next to the hook, we're going to skip. And in the next chain, and if you hold it like this, if you look here on this bottom edge, there are these loops. Like there's these strands that they almost kind of like swag. They kind of like curve. Each of these curve. If you count those, each one of those is a chain. So we're going to skip this first one and this next one. And I'm using cotton yarn so I can show you. Yeah, the second one. So if you look here, the anatomy of the chain, there's three strands. There's this strand here at the bottom. There's one here at the top. And then there's one in the middle. Doesn't really matter which one you go into. Usually you're going to go between the bottom one and the middle one. There's other ways of going into the chain. It doesn't really matter too much. So in that second one, Yeah, again, anywhere in there, as long as it's in that second chain, you're going to take your hook, and usually my right hand is holding the hook because I'm right-handed, and my index finger is holding that loop. Because if not, if you just do this, it's going to slide in there. And if your loop is in your actual hook, it's not going to be able to do anything. So you need your loop on your hook closer onto this part of the hook and not into the groove. So into that second one, we're going to put our hook into the chain. And then, and if you remember the tensioning of your yarn, you can tension it however you want. Everybody tensions it differently. This is how I'm doing it. If you want to hold it a different way, whatever works for you. And this is the yarn that's going to the ball of yarn. So all the yarn you have left that you haven't worked with. And we're going to go under it, put the hook under it. And actually the yarn is over top of the hook. And that is called a yarn over because the yarn is going over the hook. And you're not going to hold a death grip on your tensioning. On your tension, you're going to kind of keep the same tension or close to the same tension when you're making the chain. So then we're going to grab that. See how freely it moves on that strand? We're going to take that yarn over and bring it through the chain we just went into. That's when you're finished the stitch. Okay. Okay. Before we get there, every stitch, pretty much every stitch, when you're done, you're going to have one loop on your hook for each stitch. Doesn't matter what the stitch is. Usually, that's usually how it is. So again, before we get there, we're going to go into the chain. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to bring it through the chain. And we have two loops on the hook. When there's two loops on the hook, we're going to yarn over. So again, we're going to put it in there so the yarn goes over the hook. And we're going to bring that yarn over through those two loops. And when you do that, you will have one on your hook. That is a single crochet. So let me show you that again. And I'm going to catch up with chat here in 1 second. I see a lot of chitter chatter over there. So again, we start with one loop on the hook. And you don't have to take out the stitch if you want to. That's fine. You have plenty of chains. So I'm going to have my one loop on the hook to start with. I'm going to go into the chain. I'm going to grab the strand and bring it back through the chain. And at that point, we have two loops on our hook. Okay? When you have two loops on the hook, and if I'm going too fast, let me know. So you got two loops on the hook, and now the yarn over. It all depends on the pattern. There's variations. So we're going to yarn over and bring it through those two loops. That is one single crochet. Now, if you're just doing a row of single crochet, if the pattern tells you to do single crochet into all your chains, that's what you're going to do. You're going to go to the next one and do the same thing. To the next chain, go into the chain, yarn over, bring it through the chain. There's now two on the hook. And now yarn over and bring that yarn over through those two loops. Does that make sense? So if you just want to do that for a bit, you have a really long chain, don't do the whole thing in that. It'd be for an hour. Yeah, more than an hour. So practice that. Do it maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 of them. Take your time. While you're going to do that, I'm going to catch up with chat. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, Those are perfect single crochets. Okay, let's catch up. At least you know who you're following. Utah, sister state. You like the top? Oh, Upcycling talking. Welcome in, you Upcycling. You were talking about going under the top loop of the chain, or the back. Yes, there's all different variations. He's cool. We're trying to convince him to bake a pie on stream. Yeah. Oh, welcome in, Thunder of Dragons. Yes, we're trying to convince Acid to bake a pie or a pizza. D- DJ Crafty Cub. Oh, I'm a DJ now. Um, do you remember what your discount code for So Royal? Oh, I think it was Dirty Hooker. I think it was Dirty Hooker. And I'm gonna say something. She's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me. I gotta wait. She's gonna kill me. So, hi Jinx. Good morning, sexy. Anyway, it's a joke. It's a joke. She's gonna kill me. Thought it was Crafty Cub. I am the Crafty Cub. Let's see here. Thunder, unfortunately, I can't remember if it was Hooker related. Yes, it's Dirty Hooker. Yeah, oh, Thunder of Dragons reached 50, over 50 followers. So Thunder of Dragons will be getting a the email soon, so they can do all the things. Wasting away and Pizza Margaritaville. Yes, I dare. I very, very dare, Hijinks. It's something you had to have been in Hijinks' stream this morning, so it's a funny joke. All right, I think I'm caught up. So how are you? You coming along with that? I think what you had showed me, those single crochets look really good. Yep, and that's fine. It's all about learning the technique and not speed. It's kind of like I'm trying to give a sports reference. I guess a marathon runner. It's not about speed right away. It's your form and technique. I guess I don't know. I know nothing about sports. um, Witchy Weaver says, "Do they have all the other things average viewers thought?" I think Thunder of Dragons. I think you said you already have your average number of viewers and your however many streams per in a 30-day. I think you already have that. I think that's what they said. They just needed their follower count. I think that's what it was. So if you have all of those, you should be getting an email in the next few days to set all that stuff up. But yeah, just practice your single crochets. Again, go in, bring up a loop, bring it through, 2 on the hook, yarn over and bring the yarn over through 2. We're going to have an ad here in about a minute or so. While we're at ad, if you want to just continue working on that, get some practice, I'm just going to keep going to the end of my row. You don't have to go to the end of yours. But I'm just going to prep all of this. Yes, Shep is right. You win. They're going to win buttons. Not sewing buttons. Not computer buttons. But virtual buttons. Schedule it, yes, in the next minute. AKA Cub is just showing off. Should make a command for for So Royal's code. I should do that. Double check. It is Dirty Hooker. Yes. What Hijinks is referring to? So Royal, and I can probably get this out before we go to ad. So Royal is a streamer here. They They make dance costumes and they dye and spin yarn. They sell their dyed yarn, and they were in my stream the other week, and I was promoting them and hyping them up. And for doing so, she made a promo code that you can get 10% off. I'm really contemplating getting myself one of for my birthday present. Yes, she has really pretty yarn. Really pretty yarn. All right, we're in an ad break. I'm gonna take a quick um break to go get something to drink. So I will be right back. Just keep practicing that for a bit, and then by the time I get back, the ad should be over. I'm putting the hat back on, everybody, so I'm not cheating. Thing back on. All right. Ads are almost over. I think we're almost back. All right. I think we're back, everybody. Welcome back. Let me catch up with chat. Sing for us, Acid. Did you sing for them? Shep wanted to know if you can sing for them. Um, yes, you. When I was at the, I think he was being funny. Been strongly considering grabbing some yarn for months now, but now I have two extra excuses. That makes it right, right? Yes, it does. It definitely makes it right. Thank you for the lark, Zick Zick. Just make a while, buy it, and you'll feel less guilty. Feel more guilty. One never needs an excuse for yarn. That is no truer words have ever been spoken. Just curious. Closet full of yarn. Yeah. Judging the chat, I think you were talking about me when I was driving home. Yes, we were talking about you, Thunder. That is correct. Congratulations. What's that? Oh, yeah. Sometimes it's a little, nope, you're fine. Yeah, it could be a little delayed. It doesn't include my 4 in progress. Yes, when we were when I stepped away at the ad break, Shipwreck typed in chat if you could sing, but I don't think you saw that. Does include my 4 in-progress projects or all my amigurumi preferred yarn or the shelf by the door. Yes, us fiber artists end up having yarn everywhere. Yes, Thunder of Dragons, we're talking about you. That mentioning that you had got over 50 followers now. So we were wondering if you have all of the things that is needed to get affiliate. None of it is So Royals. Yes, once you get some of So Royals yarn, you're gonna love it. I haven't worked with it yet. I just want to treasure it and just like pet it because it's super pretty. Ship wants Acid to wear a duck hat. Hijinks' closet looks like my background after a tornado hit it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, now the duck can go away. Bye bye, duck. All right. Let's get back to this thing called teaching. So, what type of progress have you gotten? That looks perfect. All right. Okay. You're doing great. We're going to do one more row. So, where you're at right now, chain 1. There's a lag. Okay. Wait, are you listening to me on the stream or okay? Listen to me on the stream together type thingy where I sent you the invite to join. If you listen to me there and not on the actual like live stream, you can have the live stream up, but maybe mute that one. Okay. Hopefully, there's no delay if you do that. Okay. So, chain 1. Did you chain 1? Okay. Chain 1. Do you have one chain there after that stitch, or do you have 2? Doesn't really matter right now. But do you have the one? Yeah, I think you have one chain. Okay, now turn your work. Don't worry about all the other chains you've made previously. So turn your work. And if you look here, you see these holes that are formed? And your holes should be somewhat similar. That is where you're putting the hook. So the chain that we did, that is a turning chain. That's going to raise our hook off of our work up enough to give us the height for this row that we're going to do now. So the very next hole that you see, you're going to put your hook in and then do a single crochet. The same thing you did for that previous row. And into each one of these, the holes are going to be a lot easier to see and to get the hook into because they're not the tight chains. They're the actual single crochet stitches. So go into the stitch, bring up a loop, then yarn over, pull through 2. And just do all the way back to the end of those single crochets you just did. While you do that, I'm going to double check and catch up with chat. At least 5, yeah, gorgeous or 5 options. Don't even know which one to pick. Yeah, there's so many to pick from. I ended up winning the one hank that I have of it. Don't say it, ship. I don't want to know what ship is trying not to say. As soon as Thank you, Ship, for that dino redeem. As soon as Twitch learns to count, because I think some only streams 6 times. Yeah, it takes a few days for it to update everything. So I'm not worried about it. You shouldn't be worried. Yeah, average number of viewers is actually the first thing you got to. Oh wow, you, usually the average number is the hardest thing to get. So you're just going into each stitch and making a single. That okay. Bring it a little closer to the camera. No, over to the other side. The other side. There you go. Nope, you're doing okay. It's going to look a little rough at first, but that's normal. That's normal. So, with that one right there, what I would recommend, take the hook out. Take the hook completely out. Okay? Out of the actual loop that it's on. The loop that the hook is on, take it all the way off the loop. And if you can, let me see. If you hold the yarn, the piece like this. Okay, your yarn is coming from in a weird spot. Oh, I know what it is. You have it upside down. Yeah, like that. Now flip it around. You're right-handed, right? Okay. Now have it so, and I don't have it so the loop is at the top of your work. So have the loop at the top, and your ball of yarn is to your left. So the tail, this tail here, goes to your left, and your work is down below. So it looks kind of like that. Okay? Put your hook back in the loop, tighten it up, and your yarn that's going to the ball is going to usually be above your work. So all of the stuff that you've done already, let it hang down. Let it hang down below. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna don't worry about it. We're gonna leave it. From now on, the next stitch, in your very next stitch, go in to the stitch, and if it's a little tight, that's fine. Go into the stitch and bring it up and make it. I guess we're gonna try to correct it so it's not hanging down. We're gonna have a couple stitches that are gonna be messed up, but we're gonna try to correct it going forward. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Let One other thing I can show you real quick. So if you take your work and you turn it on end and you look at that edge, there are going to be V's. So there are you see those V's? Okay. You're going to go under the V's, both strands of those V's. Okay. Because when what we I'm going to explain this. So laying this out like this edge here, that is the chain we originally did. That is your bottom of your work. Your chain's going to be at your bottom, and now we're going to build our rows on top of that. So we're going to go on top of what we've already done, not below what we've done. There are ways that you can do that, but that's so yeah. If you want to rip out a couple stitches, that's fine. So your first row was fine. Your first row was fine. It's the second row is that we're going to have to correct. So my yarn, and the way I'm holding this here, my work is actually is hanging below my hands, and the hook and my working yarn is above. And let me catch up with some chat here. Gonna call Cobb at 5 a.m. so we can Minecraft. You could call all you want. I might be awake, but who knows? Probably because Crafty Lady rated with 50 some plus. Yes. Yes, a Crafty Lady rated, and I think somebody else rated. Was it Cleansey? I think Cleansey rated. I think you had a double raid. Convinced someone had to do with Doom. Hey, Blue Raven. Can't say you're not feeling well. All right, yes. Feel better, and we can reschedule, our what do you call it? The Phasmophobia. If Cobb tells you to frog it, I'll slap his mouth for you. Ship is totally against frogging. He doesn't want to frog, and he gets very nervous if the hook slips out of the stitch. It's fine. Yes. Yes. He's doing pretty good. He learned the chain, the single, and he probably doesn't remember this, but he did. This is what happened. He learned the chain, the single, and the slip stitch. He was doing the slip stitch before I even taught him. And then a different evening, and I don't know if I have a sample of it. Do I have? I have a sample. I have a sample. This is my sample, obviously. But the other, no, we're not doing the jasmine stitch. So the other night, he was learning the crocodile stitch. Don't pay attention to the top row of this, but he was doing this, and his was looking really, really good. From what I can tell, from going back and actually looking at stats, I think it was 2 average viewers before then. 6.6. That was on Saturday. She and Glenn both rated. Oh, yeah. Crafty Lady 2019 and Glenn rated you today. Appreciate everyone so much. Everyone's wonderful. Can't. Yes, that is what the crafting community does. We are supportive. Collaboration over competition. You should teach Cobb the crab stitch. I know how to do the crab stitch. I don't like the crab stitch, because you're working the opposite way and it's confusing. All right, so you said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was trying to catch you with chat. You said that you kind of saw where you were. Okay. Hold it a little further down. Yes. Yes. Yep. So you go into the stitch, bring up a loop, and then yarn over through those 2 loops. Yep. If you wanted just a single crochet scarf, yes, you would just keep doing the same stitch. And there's nothing wrong with just a single crochet scarf. It can be a little tedious and boring because it the stitch works quick, but you don't get that far with it because it's a short stitch. So there's a lot of other stitches that are more complex and interesting. So there's all different. But if you wanted to just do a single crochet, there's nothing wrong with that. You can keep going. Still working on housebreaking cup. I am housebroken, Chip. Don't either. But that is the last round on the crab shell. Chip, enough with your underwear obsession. You're the one who brought it up, not me. Chip always says that I bring up the underwear more than he does, and I did not bring it up until he brought it up. Yes. Yes. Uh, I don't think Chip streams. I think at one time he did stream. I think he was streaming Minecraft, but I don't think he streams anymore. He rarely streams. Knitter Girl here's a kitty. I heard a kitty too. Acid has, you have what, two cats? Oh, I can remove my background. You don't need to see my mess of a room. I do not. We used to have, many years ago, we did have a dog, but that was back in 2012. Yeah. It wasn't my dog. Cub is the family pet. That is rude, Ship. Everyone knows we hooked up now, Ship. Yes. What was that during the raid train? The two of you hooked up, and Hijinks and Wild hooked up. Yeah, I think that was during one of the slumber parties in Hijinks' stream. And I told Ship that you might get cooties. Uh, oh, I see a kitty cat. We got a kitty cat. is, is that the polydactyl one? Bream said Ship even invited her over for dinner or for supper. Yeah, what is the kitty cat's name? Knitter Girl wants to know. Jasmine. Okay, now Ship is gonna want to do the Jasmine stitch. No, your cats are adorable. Literally have to redeem to make Ship give you coffee. Yes. Bit of a giveaway. If she eats it, it'll be kitty floss. What? I'm not showing the Jasmine stitch. I called you Cup. Shep, I am trying to teach Acid the single crochet. We don't need the Jasmine stitch. Yes, I am a teacher, but you can't learn everything all at once. There is an order to things. And even I don't like the Jasmine stitch. I like it, but I don't like doing it. Come, do you want to teach me the crab stitch? Okay. I can, not to. I I'm not teaching the crab stitch tonight. but I can in the future. Yes. Ass is a smart guy. You think he can't do it? No, he can do it. He probably actually. Okay, Shep. You know what? You said that you wanted to find a stitch to teach me, and I guess that it was the Jasmine stitch. So you need to fire up your device. You need to start streaming. You teach me and Acid and everyone else how to do the Jasmine stitch. It's a difficult. You've got a lot of loops on your hook, and you can't have tension. Yeah, Jasmine jig. So how are we on that row? Still yep. Take your time. Yes, yes, you definitely have got them. I can see it from here. You're getting them. It's a nice snake. It's not a snake. During the traveling tatters raid train in April, Supreme Doom was tatting, and he popped in and showed off with the tatting that he did, and it basically was like he basically did like this. There was a little snippet of thread, and there's a worm, and then there's a larger one that was a snake, and that was his tatting. He didn't do anything to it. I need to get this round to get the turquoise back for your. Wait, the crab leg. Wait, crab legs? Wait a minute. Wait. Need to do this round to get the turquoise back. Wait. I'm confused. Wait, I thought you meant the crab stitch. What? The crab stitch is an edging, like a decorative outline stitch. Oh, you tied a loop for the snake's head. Okay, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. But I'm curious about this crab leg that you're making, or legs, or this crab with legs. Gunshots. Oh no. Ah, fun around for the show. Oh, okay. Oh, you're making a blue crab. How very Maryland of you. Yes, no, no, go. Crab stitch is a backward single crochet. Yes. We're not going to teach that right now. All right. When you get to the end, yeah, it's going to be crooked. That's fine. That's something that's gonna work. You're gonna work on that with tension and practice. So don't worry about it being crooked right now. It's for our DM. His brother got a red crab. Oh, cool. And if you have any pictures, you can share stuff to the Discord. We're not doing Discord shares tonight. It's just going to be too much. But tomorrow we can take a look. Can we learn the double back flip, crochet twice yarn over pull through? Yes, that will be to be determined when we're going to do that. What was that acid? I'm sorry. You can, but did you want to learn a different stitch? Okay. Yes. So we know how to do the single crochet. Again, the single crochet is you go into the stitch, bring up a loop, bring it through the stitch. You have two on the hook. You're going to yarn over and bring the yarn over through the two loops. That's a single. and these are US terms. We're now going to do a double crochet. Do you remember back when I showed you my samples here? These are singles, and these are doubles. Singles are about half the height of a double. It's not going to be exact. There's going to be some stretch, but it's roughly half the height. So we're going to do the double. So with the single, we do that yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We do that once because that's single. One means single. So now we're going to do a double crochet. Generally, not always, generally, just to get the idea of it, we need a turning chain. So we're going to chain up 3, and there's a reason we chain up. Some people chain up 2, some people do 3. We're going to do 3. So chain 3. So 3 simple chains at the end of your row. And that's going to give us the height. So if you want to do those 3 chains, you have to be able to tell them apart or else to fight over them, even though they're both in their 30s. Wow, thunder. You guys Canadian? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we are not Canadian. Neither one of us are Canadian. We are American. Maybe right now I need to come up with a lino cut design for tomorrow. The printmaker instructor sent an email this afternoon saying we need to come up with our designs plan. Wow. Wow. Okay, you have 3. Now turn your work over. So now your hook and everything is to your right. Okay. So the only thing, what's that? Okay. So all we did is we chained up 3, and that's going to give our hook some height. We're further away from our work. So it's going to be a taller stitch. So what I'm going to do is we have 1 loop on the hook. Remember, we're going to start and stop every stitch with 1 loop. If you have 1 loop on the hook, it means you most likely got the stitch done. You might have messed it up, but at least you're at the point you could do another stitch. So we're going to start here. I'm going to wrap my hook. So I have 1 on the hook, and I'm going to wrap it over. We're going to do a yarn over, just like you're going to do a chain, but you don't pull it through. So I'm going to hold both those loops with my index finger. And in that stitch here, the edge, that very first stitch, and again, our working yarn is above our work. So we're not working down below, we're working on top of what we just did. So we've wrapped twice. I'm holding this with my index finger, and I'm going to go into the stitch, bring up a loop, and bring it back through the stitch. Let me show that again. So we've wrapped. So technically we have 2 loops on the hook. We're going to count that as 2 loops. We're going to go in, and again, I'm holding with my index finger so everything doesn't go into the hook. I'm holding it there. I'm going to go in, grab it, bring it back through the stitch, and we now have 3 loops on the hook. I know there's a shine to it because it's the metal hook. There we can see it. There's no shine. There's 3 on the hook. So if you want to do that till we get to this point. You have 3? Okay. We're now going to yarn over. So put it in, yarn over, and bring that yarn over that's on the hook through only the first 2 loops that are on the hook. So if you want to watch, just the first 2. Going to yarn over and bring it through 2 loops. It takes some time and some practice. You have 2. Okay, we're now going to repeat. We just did 1 yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to do another one. We're going to yarn over and bring that yarn over through the 2 that are on the hook. That is a US double crochet. If it falls off and you mess it up, you can always take the hook out and rip that stitch out and redo it. Any of my regulars, what do I always say? And if you're going to think about that, I can catch up with chat. What Am I sorry for? Sorry, I was distracted. Sorry about that. Yes, sorry. Sorry. Isn't that, I guess, how you Canadians say it? Sorry. Close to the moss stitch. No, it's not close to the moss stitch. The single crochet is close to the moss stitch. Yes, you will finish the stitch with one. Let's do that again. We're going to wrap our hook. So we're going to start wrapping our hook. The very next stitch, we're going to go into the stitch, bring up a loop, pull it through. Thank you, Just a Curious Brain Cell. They said crochet is not permanent. If you make a mistake, you could rip it out and redo it. So and I'm going to rip it out and redo it right now. We're going to yarn over. So I have 2 on the hook. Before we do anything, we start with 2 on the hook, go in, bring up a loop, and bring it back through the stitch. There's 3 on the hook. Yarn over and bring the yarn over through the first 2. And then yarn over and bring that through the last 2. That is a US double crochet. The double crochet, that stitch alone, is a very, very common stitch. You're going to use those a lot by themselves or in combination with other stitches to form many, many, many other types of crochet stitches. If you've ever seen me make, what's that? Yes, you yarn over. Well, you've got the 3 on the hook. Yarn over through the first 2. What's that? It does take some practice. So you're just doing the same thing for the single crochets, but you're doing it twice for each stitch. That movement, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Again, getting the hang of it. If it helps. So I'm going to do this here. I'm going to start my stitch, 3 on the hook. If it helps, you can pinch with your left hand and hold all of those stitches on the hook, not into the hook part, but onto the shaft of the hook. Hold it there, yarn over, and hold that one loop that you don't need. Do it there. Don't pinch it with a death grip with your left hand, but if you hold it here and you put your index finger on the one loop you don't want to go through and go like that, that might help. So let me show that again. I'm going to go through. I've got 3 on the hook. I'm going to pinch with my left hand and my right index finger that's on the hook, holding that very last loop that I don't want to work into right now. Yarn over through 2, and now I can yarn over through the last 2. Thunder of Dragons is correct. It is the most forgiving of the fiber arts. Yes. It is very forgiving. If you make a mistake, like I just did. Yep. But you kind of understand the... Oh, what's that? Yes. And you understand the concept of how the stitch is formed, correct? Okay. So it's more about the structure of the stitch and how it's formed. If your stitches aren't perfect, that's okay. I can't teach that. That will come with practice and time. Do you happen to have a larger hook? If not, that's okay. Okay. It's a 5. Okay, and you're using just a worsted weight yarn, a medium weight yarn. If you can get a hold of a 6mm hook or a 6.5, that could help a little bit. Hey there, Retro Gamer. Welcome in. Yes. How is your again, foot, ankle? I know it's lower extremity. Nobody's perfect. Yes, nobody is. Oh, Po Body's perfect. I like that. Ankle, it's much better. Okay, yes. Sending you all the healing vibes. And I don't know if you can see it on what you have done already, but if you look here, you can see a difference from this row as opposed to the row below because they're taller stitches. That, and I am using a cotton yarn, which is less fluffy. So I purposely use that on stream so everybody can see how the stitches are structured. Po Buddy's Perfect is one of my favorite little tidbits from Simpsons. Oh, I didn't know it was from The Simpsons. I haven't watched The Simpsons since the early 90s. But that is the double crochet. Just keep practicing that. And once you do a row of it, if you think you need to do more practice, do another row. And then after that, if you want, I could teach you another stitch. But I don't want to move too fast. And not to confuse you, but you can make up your own pattern. Once you get the double figured out, you can make up your own pattern. And in that same row, use a mixture of singles and doubles. So you can vary them up. It doesn't all have to be all singles or all doubles. You can vary them up, mix them up. There's a lot of other things you can do with them. And that is how we get so many variations in all these different stitches. It's based off of 6 basic fundamental stitches. It's how you put those 6 together. It's how you get this endless number of stitches and stitch patterns. It's from the episode Bart versus Australia. Marge sees a hat with a quote on it. Suggests Lisa buys it as it's clever. Ah, okay. Like I said, I don't even watch TV. I haven't watched TV in about 20 years. Yeah. I don't watch news. It's depressing. It makes you angry. Sure, a lot of people will have watched the episode of Simpsons, but it's kind of a side joke. Ah, Knit Girl hears a siren. I don't hear a siren. I've got software on my computer that kind of blocks out background noises to an extent on both my end and whatever I hear. So I'm in a lot of streams and I don't hear a lot of their music. And you don't have to do this, but while you're working on that, I'm going to show an example of alternating the single crochets and the double crochets so you can kind of see what it could look like. So I got to count my stitches real quick. Yes, take breaks if you need to. Yarn was splitting, so that I had to take the hook out. I had to do it again. That's what happens sometimes with some yarns. It is more splitty than others. Okay, you're not gonna. I use a lot of acrylic mainly because it's inexpensive. I would love to work more with wools. I have some wool stuff or wool blends. Cotton I'm okay with, and again, it all depends on the use of the item. So that is why there's so many different fiber types. It's for the purpose of what it's going to be made into. So you wouldn't take some really soft, expensive wool and make a dish rag out of it. A, it's going to be too expensive. And B, it isn't going to hold the water as much as cotton. And it's not going to be as strong and take the use and abuse that is involved with a dishcloth. Cotton is very strong and it absorbs water very well. So, and then there's other things like I really wouldn't make a winter hat out of cotton yarn because doesn't have a lot of thermal properties. Cotton is popular, it just in general in clothing. In general, your t-shirts are made out of cotton, and you wear t-shirts in the summertime when it's hot. You don't want to wear wool because wool will keep the heat in. Okay, you can't even see what I did there. Okay. There isn't a noticeable difference with that. But I use mostly acrylic because of price and availability. But I like all types of fibers. Okay. I have some alpaca acrylic blend that I haven't used yet, and it is super, super, super soft. And I've got some other wool. Okay, I'm not even counting right now, but can you kind of see that this is taller than that? I did about 3 or 4 stitches of double, and then I did single. So you can mix them up depending on the shape and the pattern that you're going for. Couldn't really see too much if I was alternating them because the yarn plays a part of it. The type of fiber. This isn't really fluffy and springy. It doesn't have any stretch to it. If it had more stretch to it, it would look a lot better. It would not look a lot better. There would be more of a difference if I did every other one. I don't know what material are you using. Are you using cotton? Yes, yes. I think you are using Lily Sugar and Cream cotton. And yes, I am using the same. Yep, I'm using the same. Yep. Yep. Let me catch up with chat. Do stretching. Yes, stretching does help. Don't forget to clean your hooks. Never, 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 retro gamer. That's not allowed. Now, if you want to do it on your own, don't tell me about it. Don't tell me if you wash your hooks. But, yeah, we don't do that here. Just want to tell everybody I like ship. Okay, thank you for letting us know, Supreme. And if you don't want anyone else to know, us as a community will keep that secret. You don't have the redeem for the stretches. Oh, I don't? Wait. Wait. I thought I did. Give me one moment. Let me go into my channel point thing. Oh, you're right. I don't know why they were turned off. All right, they are back on. Thank you, Knitter Girl. Richard Gamer says, yeah, like my friend is already telling me to decode what I'm going to make out of my first ball of yarn when I spin it. I've got to test to see thickness and feel of yarn first. I have no idea how thick or thin my yarn will be spun. Yeah, you've never spun, and I've only ever spun very, very little. I've only ever spun acrylic because I don't really have access to other fibers. Um, it takes some practice. There's a large learning curve to spinning yarn than there is to crochet. Crochet you could pick up a lot quicker than spinning. And I'd like to tell everyone know that I don't know what that word is. Erase. Fuck, fuck, that scared you for a minute. Yes, that is because you told everybody to wash your hooks. Um, the spinning instructor said, wait a week before coming back to spinning. There's a weird muscle memory. Yeah, I've waited probably 2 years. But I do have a drop spindle, and I was going to possibly do some of them on stream tonight, but um, oh, okay, rip those out, rip those at the beginning of the row, and we're gonna practice again. Yep, we're gonna practice them again. Actually, I'm gonna rip out my row too, and I will practice along with you. Uh, Aromantic asexual. Oh, I did not know that, Thunder. I'm sorry. I use a wheel with a treadle. Yeah, I've got two electric spinning wheels and a drop spindle. Welcome in, Kaya. How are you? How are you doing? Also on the A spectrum, but it won't confuse everyone with your. Nope, you're fine. You're fine. We are teaching Ace Messiah TV how to do some crochet. But yeah, so have you ripped back to the beginning of that row? Okay. Do you have your 3 chains, your turning chains? And I'm just noticing this, the way that you're holding your yarn in your left hand, which is fine. And it's going to take some practice for your preference on how to tension it. That could come in handy because how you're running the thread or the yarn through your hands will help feed and regulate your tension. So again, the way you're doing it is fine. I would suggest that practice different ways of doing it. Like I hold it this way. Some people, and I don't understand how they do it. Hijinks does it this way. Like they wrap it. I think Hijinks does it this way. They wrap it around their hand however many times, and they bring it up, and they do the hokey pokey. But everybody's different. Some people just only wrap it around that. I do. This is what works for me. Over my pinky, under the next two, over my index finger, and hold it in this position. But I can't teach that. I can just give suggestions. And also look, if you wanted, watch YouTube crochet videos, just random videos. Doesn't matter what stitch they're doing. Just see how different people hold their tensioning. Because that is going to come in handy. That's going to actually be important. Because as you're doing it, you can have your fingers tight like this or loosen them up, and that will help regulate how much gets fed through and into your stitches. All right. So we have our chains. Turn the work so the hook is to the right, and your work is going off towards the left. And I'm going to hold this up close to the camera. I'm going to yarn over. So I'm yarning over my hook. And in that very first stitch, the very first hole that's right there, again, on the top edge of our work, if you want to turn it to the side to see those V's, you're going under both of those strands of the V's. You're going to go in, bring up a loop, and bring it back through 3 on the hook. And then do the yarn over through 2 and yarn over through 2. And it should look like that. All right. Now, do the same thing for the next stitch. Not where we just went into. I mean, there are times that you will do that. We're not doing those types of stitches. We're just doing basic double crochets. So we yarned over once to start. Into the next stitch. Again, we're going under those V's, both strands of the V. Bring it up and bring it through. We now have 3 on the hook. Yarn over through 2. Yarn over through 2. The key thing is go to the next stitch. We're not putting multiple stitches into one stitch. That's an increase. We're not increasing or decreasing. We're just doing one stitch into one stitch. We're not doing any fancy increase. We're not doing increases. One other thing I can possibly tell you is when you wrap it like this, pull up. See, if you pull up on your hook, the loop gets bigger, and if you pull this, it gets tighter. Okay? Pull up on your hook a little bit. Not that big. You don't want it that big, but you don't want it super tight. You want to pull up about like that, roughly, and then go and do it. And again, my left hand, I'm not holding a death grip on it. I'm just gently holding it in place so it doesn't move around. I'm not really tight on it. And again, I'm going to pull up on it a little bit just so there's a little bit of play. That could help you. And we're going to have an ad here in about a minute. So if you want to keep working on that ace and just practice, take your time. Nope, that's fine. That's fine. But at least you understand how that stitch is formed. And I would just suggest to practice. Even if you're... Yeah, the single. And I would just suggest, if you have a couple extra minutes or whatever, you don't even have to be streaming. Just practice these stitches, and you can always go online, YouTube, look at my VODs if you wanted to. Other people who crochet, look up single crochet and double crochet, even just to refresh your memory. And if they do, you can control that and get rid of them. Exactly. I mean, like you were doing earlier before you rated it into me, you were just chaining. You were just chaining or whatever. That's cool too. A lot of people just and that's what a lot of crocheters do. They'll just be working on whatever, even if they know the stitches. They'll just be working on it. They're not. I'm kind of I stand out because of the teaching part. We are an ad break, yes. Excuse me. I know there's some people that. What's that? There are some people that are subbed or they have turbo, so they don't. They're not getting ads. I'm going to catch up with. I'm going to look at chat and not comment until we get back. Hold it down a little bit. Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely a lot. It's improved from what you had just did. Yeah, the sloppiness. The sloppiness will improve with practice and time. Yes, definitely do that if you need to. Hmm. Who you telling? I haven't yet. We had a somewhat late lunch. It was probably about between like 2 and 3. Um, Family members are visiting the area from out of state, and two of them came over for lunch, and we had chicken salad, shrimp salad, pasta salad, and there was regular ordinary salad. I didn't have any garden salad. Is that all we had? That's all we had. So when I get done stream, I'll probably go down and get something, some of that, or make a sandwich or something. Bef- I'm probably going to be ending in about a half hour or so because about 9 o'clock is when we're having the movie party over on my Discord. There's a I think I showed. Did I show you? Yeah. There's a text chat. So if you want to do that, just like Twitch, there's a chat in there. All right, I think we're back from ads. Let me catch up. Just a curious says, well, it's I can't pronounce it. A agiosexual and Cupid romantic, but I'm also lesbian, so I often confuse people. Ironic that how you hold the yarn may come in handy. Ha! Retro gamer, yes. How you hold the yarn will come in handy. I get that. No ads. Why, thank you. Corner blanket is easy double crochet practice. Yes. I don't want to confuse them right now with a corner to corner because there is a technique for that. So, and you have to remember to count, and I didn't want to. But you are correct. That is a good practice for that. Nobody will knock you for learning crochet. Yes, nobody will knock you. In reference to what you were saying, if I wanted to think about it more, those labels might apply to me, but I've decided I'm okay with using umbrellas and a hand wave. Thunder of Dragon. Just curious, is it Thunder? Completely understand it's definitely easier, especially when you're trying to explain it to others. Gonna work with this shawl and see if I can get a few rows completed. All right, yeah, definitely, Kaya. Just remember the technicalities that come with corner to corner. Yes, they are corner basic corner to corner is just doubles and chains, but it's counting and knowing where to put the stitches. So, all right. So you have learned. You've pretty much, I don't know about mastered, but you've got the hang of single crochet, and you kind of understand how double is formed. So again, practice those two, and then I guess at some other point I can show you some of the other of the basic stitches. like the half double, the triple, the slip. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so you've learned, or at least have been exposed to, three of the basic stitches. There are three other ones, and then you use all six of those in different combinations to make all kinds of fun stuff. Yes. Or actually, so the other week I was on Hijinks' stream, and Hijinks was teaching her partner Wild how to crochet. And previously I taught Ship how to crochet, and now I'm teaching you. When I was in there, I had the idea, or somebody had the idea, that once Ship and Wild learn the basics, they should have a head-to-head where they compete against each other, and me and Hijinks could be their trainers, and we can get another streamer to be like the announcer, like a boxing bout, like a fight. And then, and I think Ship, I mentioned this to Ship. Ship then said, then afterwards, me and Hijinks can go head to head. And if you want, you can go. You can, once you get more training, you could probably join in there somewhere. That would be really fun. Um, if I had the setup for it, um, I would love to do some baking type streams, but there's no way I can do the setup in the kitchen. I don't have a laptop, and I just have a phone, and trying to keep track of everything, and getting the angle, and I don't think that would. Yeah, it wouldn't. Yeah, but let me catch up with chat real quick. Quick. Shawl I'm doing, working on is just double crochet and chain. Nice, nice. Yeah, I've made shawls before. Does everyone have ideas for print design? What type of print design? I don't know exactly what type. Also forgot there's putting multiple double crochets into a space. Yes, yes. What is Richard saying? Chat broke my end due to connection issues, so I missed the actual terms you used. Whatever they are, they're valid. I use homo romantic or ace, but some people just say I'm not, as I would do certain stuff. I think people just use their labels that are most comfortable. Yeah, of course they use labels, whatever they're comfortable with. What's wrong, Supreme? He said, "Oh my god, oh my god." Finally, on the sixth try, I got round 4 done properly. Congratulations, Supreme. Supreme is working on an amigurumi piece, and she's had to frog it out multiple times. I feel like Supreme or Spy Guy would be wonderful announcers, though Supreme might be biased. Yes, or we even consider Cleansey. Cleansey would be a good announcer, too. Could get us a tournament going. Oh, you mean round 5? Oh, okay, so now you're around 5. You go Supreme, you're going to get it done. You're going to finish it soon. March Madness, but crochet. Yes, exactly. I'm excited. Frog so many times. Cub taught me crochet. Yes. Supreme is sneaky. When I was teaching Ship how to crochet, she was listening and practicing along and learning without me knowing that I was teaching her. So, that's Supreme. You got to watch out for her. But that is my goal. My goal is to take, and I said this many times, my goal is to take over the world one dirty hooker at a time. It's my evil plan. I want to cover the world in crocheters. Exactly. Wouldn't be biased. I'm way too hard on Ship. Payback for all of his pranking. Yes, yes. Supreme would not be biased. I didn't know if Cleansey would be awake. Cleansey's always awake, even with the time difference. I'm that quiet student in the corner who you don't think is listening, and boom, they know everything. Actually, no. You are that student, that quiet student in the corner, sleeping, Supreme. Have you been reading in school lately? The Donkey Army. The Donkey and Hamster Army. Yes. No sleeping lately? That's good. Yes, do not sleep in class. Those of you who don't know, Supreme is a teacher. That's even worse if Supreme is sleeping in class. Oh, oh, wow. We use the donkeys to transport the crochet. Yes. Actually, that would not be that bad for the donkeys because crochet and yarn, for the most part, is lighter weight than other types of material. So you can get more on those donkeys. You don't get to do that anymore. Oh, you meant the slapping of the wrist. Yeah. I went to public school and that wasn't a thing when I was a kid. Ooh. I remember it's a long story, but I remember when I was really young that, and I don't think they do still do it, but in our school district, the principal had the authority to use a wooden paddle on their rear end. I didn't sleep much in class. When I did, I was slept sitting up, looking straight ahead. As a kid, there was only one kid that I know that got the strap. He was bad. It's outlawed over here before I was school. Parents got it. Pretty sure my eldest sister did too. History teacher that loved when students used their arms as pillows to sleep, he would slam a walking stick under the edge of the table. Oh, oh, ow. All right. Nope, that's fine. You're welcome. We will have to do this again soon, so a lot of the stuff will be fresh in your memory and keep practice, practice, practice. So, again, everybody go and follow Ace Messiah TV. I'm going to give Ace a shout out. Oh, Acid. You just changed it, so I'm just learning. So, yes, everybody go and follow Acid. Um, they are a multi um, variety streamer. That's the word, variety streamer. They've doing some crafts, obviously, cooking, just chatting, all different types of things, and it's always fun and interesting to hang out in their stream and just enjoy it. It's a great time, and again, thank you for being here on my stream and letting me try to teach you. So, alrighty. You definitely go and do some your after stream because you were streaming earlier. So do your after stream stuff, and I will chat with you later. Alrighty. Again, I want to thank Ace for not Ace, Acid. Did it again. Didn't hear you call what you call him. I heard you say Ace. Yes, I called him Ace because you guys were talking about the identification or the identity of being Ace. Ace, Acid, and he just changed his username the other day from Edge of Human. He used to referring to him as Edge of Human, or yeah. Get your acid hit on Twitch. It's legal here, just like stalking. Just don't do this things in real life. Yes, go and get a hit of that acid. Go follow. Yes, yes, must be. Yes, it was the Ace talk. All right, I think I'm gonna raid out again. It's not a long stream tonight because in a half hour over on my Discord. If you're part of my Discord, we're having a movie watch party. We're going to be watching the movie Trading Places, comedy movie from the early 80s, starring Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy, and um, Jamie Lee Curtis. So that'll be in about a half hour. Homophobe? Really? I am part of the LGBTQ community myself. I am not a homophobe. I know you're kidding. I know you're kidding. All right, let's find somebody to raid. Let me move this back. Oh, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Not it. Oh, wow. Okay. Who is on? Oh, we could raid them. Wait a minute. Didn't, wait. How did I make the waving flag? I found the image, a free image online, and it was a PNG file. So it's a PNG file, so it doesn't have a background, it has a clear background. And I saved it to my computer, and then I used OBS, and I brought up a source for an image, found that image, hit OK, and then positioned it and resized it. That one was easy. Same thing with the Wiggle Cob, the Crafty Collective, which I need to mention. The Crafty Collective is a collective, is a group that is started by Supreme Doom. There are, how many of us? I can never remember how many of us are part of the Crafty Collective. There are streamers, supporters, creatives that are part of it. It's a great, great community. 65 streamers and growing. So it is a really cool group that I am happy and very proud to be part of. And I want, again, been a part of the Crafty Collective for some time now. I want to thank Supreme again for allowing me to be part of that community. Free images of all the flags my friends sent me. 65 streamers, 25 supporters. Yes, everyone is welcome. So if you're following, if you want to be part of that and interested, check out Supreme's channel, and there's a lot of information over there and in the Crafty Collective channel itself. Thank you for being part of it. I'm very proud. Yes, very, very proud to be a part of it. We're going to raid somebody. I never, ever, 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 ever get to raid them. Have I raided them before? You know what? We're going to make a new raid call just for this. We're going to make a raid call. Oh, wait a minute. Can I do that? Give me a thing. Give me a thing. Wait. Find the thing. Bear with me. I think that might be a follower. I want to get a follower emote. I'm hoping it's a follower emote. All right. One moment. I can't spell. I hope these I hope this works as a raid call. So we're gonna copy this one. Copy this one. And if that one does not work for you, copy the second one. I think the first one, oh, it doesn't work. All right. Second thought, scratch that. Copy that first one. And if you are a sub of mine, copy the second one. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I don't know which one of her emotes are follower or sub, because I am sub to her, so I'm not familiar. Oh well, we'll do the regular one. I tried to be creative. Let me catch up with chat. Hey there, Stitchcraft. Yes, thank you. Yes, my opinion's always right, but the best state flag in the United States. But that's just my opinion. My opinion's always right. Um, Everybody, copy those raid calls. We're gonna go raid Bray Crochet. I don't think I've ever raided her before. A wonderful. Let me see. Oh yeah, a wonderful streamer, a friend of the invalid. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Can only use follower emotes in the streamers chat unless you're sub to them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning. There's no place to be creative in a makers and crafters stream. I know. I know. What are you doing? Going all willing? Yeah, I know. You think I would learn, but yes, go and follow and say hi to Bray. She is doing a Albus Dumbledore Wooble, a crocheted amigurumi. I'm surprised she's on this late. Usually she streams on the weekends in the morning. Great streamer. She's hilarious. So ask her about the 16-year-old teenagers driving school buses. Seriously, when we raid in, say, do you have 16-year-olds driving school buses? That should be the raid call. Yes, ask her that. I'll be on again tomorrow. We're going to do some Project Linus stuff, hopefully. Stick around for the raid.